Hey everyone, we are here today showing you guys how to do a DIY worm bin brought to you by Nature's Good Guys. We are using the Rubbermaid Roughneck 10-gallon bins. We have one for our reservoir and one for our layer for the drainage to layer our worms and all the good stuff in there. The supplies we're going to need are a ruler for measuring for the drainage holes, marker to mark them, and a drill. We're using a 1/4-inch drill bit for the drainage holes, and then you're gonna want a 1.25-inch hole saw bit to drill the vent holes on the sides. We also have Gorilla Glue, some breathable mesh to glue onto the sides so that bugs don't get in, worms don't get out, safety goggles, and gloves. For our dowels, what you buy at the store is this 36-inch, 1/2-inch diameter dowel, and then cut it down to 2.5 inches. And you can use a chop saw, you can have them cut that at the store for you, or even a hand saw. Heavy-duty pair of pruners would probably work. All right, so let's get to drilling our drainage holes. We also have something underneath to catch the plastic as we're drilling. Kind of makes a mess, so we had a poster board on hand. You could use a trash bag or brown paper bags, a few of them, just something underneath to catch that. We're going to mark holes about 2 inches apart. You're pretty much making like a 2x2 little grid. All right, so we got our holes marked about 2 inches apart. So now we're gonna drill them all out. It also just occurred to us, brilliant idea. You could use this as well to catch all of the plastic as you drill it out. Just pop the lid on top. We're gonna go ahead and drill them all out. Don't forget your safety goggles. Then if you are making multiple bins, you can use this as a template for that, as well as if you're gonna be making a stackable bin, which we'll show you later on in our series, adding another layer to harvest. This would be your harvest bin. So you would add another layer on top. So you could get this step done now and just use this as a template. Or like I said, if you're doing multiple bins, it's a great time to just use this as your guide. So we have 2 bins now drilled out with our holes for drainage. We're gonna take one and drill out our side vent holes on each side. And you can mark this halfway or just eyeball it, just somewhere in the middle. And you just wanna align the top of the bit with the bottom lip. Now we are going to glue on this breathable mesh, and these will be a part of our kit. So you can use either these if you get the kit, or you can use something like gauze from the store, anything that's breathable fabric but not too big of holes for bugs to crawl in or the worms to crawl out. Put my gloves on. We got our mesh and some Gorilla Glue. You want to use anything that is not water-based, any kind of super glue. Apply the glue right around the edge. So you can wear gloves to tack it on there. You can also use a Q-tip, just press that on there. And then we're going to do one on the inside as well. That keeps you from accidentally poking that mesh off. Just makes it a little bit more sturdy. Sometimes you get a little lip from drilling it out, and you can just easily cut that off with a knife or razor blade, just to get nice flush surface right there. Let's glue this side. Now we have our vent holes on the sides. We're gonna do the same thing to our second bin, just while we have all of our supplies out. Now we have our 3 bins all set up. We have our reservoir with 0 holes. And we have our 2 bins with vents in drainage. And the point of having 2 bins is once the worms have processed through everything in the bin and you are ready to harvest your vermicompost, you would put a second layer on top, and this would become your new working bin. So you would layer this, the worms would crawl up, you wouldn't put a liner in this one, and this would be your new working bin. Then this would have all of the beautiful vermicompost to put into your garden. For now, we're gonna do a 2-bin setup, and we're gonna put our dowels in here for easy lifting as we add weight as we layer. And these are cut, like I said, 2.5 inches long, 1/2 inch diameter, fits perfectly under that lip, and that helps with them not suctioning together when you lift off the layer. And then we have our lid, and there it is, your DIY worm bin, brought to you by Nature's Good Guys.